Hey guys, and welcome to my podcast. And today I will be interviewing Ms. Brown, chemistry teacher. And yeah, this is Belen High School. Can this be the thumbnail, bro? Okay. Hey guys, so today we have Ms. Brown.
Hello.
So, why she has this outfit on is because today is Spirit Week and it's Clash Day. And like I said, I'm gonna interview Ms. Brown and talk about her and her class.
Cool.
So, you're Ms. Brown.
I am Ms. Brown, yes.
And what do you teach?
So I teach chemistry. I teach all general chemistry, so this is a 10th grade level chemistry course.
Yep. And what do you teach them? How do you make it easy?
I'm good.
What course do you teach? Like what courses? Like what grades?
Yeah, so I teach general chemistry. This is a 10th grade level chemistry class.
And what do you show them for them to know what they know already?
Yeah, so we go through we start from the beginning, so the structure of the atom, and then we move all the way out. So what makes up the basic building blocks of chemistry? Because chemistry, spoiler alert, is in everything you do ever. Us standing here, the camera recording, everything involves chemistry. So we start from the very tiny building blocks of life and of matter, and then we work all the way up to chemical reactions. That's kind of what the structure of the course.
That's nice. I kind of understood that.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
Good.
And what's in chemistry? Like, is there other things? Like, I don't know, math, reading, like...
Yeah, absolutely. So the biggest things are math, because chemistry is a very analytical science. So we have to do these experiments and then actually calculate out the math. So that's actually what you guys struggle the most with, is the math. And I didn't know I was going to be an Algebra 2 teacher, but that's what I do, is most of the time we are doing a lot of algebra. Other than that, there is some reading involved, the way that you guys have to process information. So it can't just be me preaching and teaching the whole time, right? No one likes listening to a lecture for that long. So sometimes we'll give everybody texts that you guys have to actually read and break down the information from.
In chemistry, is there science? Like, do you go to places to show them what it is?
So I would absolutely love to do that. The problem is I don't really have a specific class that I could take on a field trip, and I don't think I'm capable right now of taking all 150 of my students on a field trip, but there's plenty of places I'd love to go to show chemistry. A good example of that is where I did my master's research, actually, and you can actually smell the sulfur. Like, you can see the bubbling, you can smell the sulfur. We used to always say that you can smell the science because it's so strong that you're like gonna pass out from the smell. But I'd love to take you guys like on an environmental field trip outside. That would be really cool.
And do you work with dangerous stuff in your class?
Yes, we do. We do, for general chemistry, not so much dangerous things. We don't like you guys playing with the dangerous chemicals. The worst things that we have are oxidizers, so things that'll really hurt your skin, or the acids. Those are super bad. Like hydrochloric acid's the worst thing you guys work with, which that if you spill and you don't wash yourself properly, you could burn your skin pretty bad.
And do you have like safety rules for your class?
Yes, absolutely. We have a safety contract that the first week of school, you have to fill out the safety contract saying that you're gonna wash your hands, that you're gonna not drink the chemicals, that you're not gonna put forks in the outlets or do all these silly things kids do. That way we agree, and your parents have to sign it as well, saying, yes, I'm gonna follow these safety rules. I'm only gonna touch what's left out for me. I'm not gonna mess with other stuff, that kind of thing.
Yeah. And what about projects?
Projects, I like to do a lot of like hands-on kind of projects.
Yeah.
So for example, one that you guys did where you built the structure of the atom, right? And then we hung them up on the ceiling. So you actually had to use recycled materials to show the nucleus and all the electrons and make a hanging up thing. The other really fun project we did was the real life reaction.
Yeah.
What, did you guys do slime? I just
Yeah.
lost my earring. Fantastic. You guys did slime,
Yeah.
right? And so what you had to do for the project was show a real life chemical reaction. So for example, a lot of people did like a diesel engine, and they'd have to show the chemical reaction and why it's important in real life. So I do love projects, and I think they're a lot of fun.
They would show other students how to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Shows a different way of showing your learning.
And for your class, do they work hands-on with the projects, or do they have to take notes first of how do they do it?
Kind of both. I think that the way it makes the most sense, especially at your guys' level, is to kind of take notes first, gather all the information, right? Like with the real life reaction project. Research, okay, how do we make slime? What is the equation? What's this? And then you take that information and build the project afterwards. Because I think diving into the deep end is a little too much right away.
What was your path to becoming a teacher today?
So when I originally went to school, it wasn't for teaching. I went to New Mexico Tech and I got my bachelor's degree in biology. I focused in microbiology research. And so I thought I wanted to be a lab scientist for a long time, but turns out that wasn't really my thing. So when I was almost done with my bachelor's degree, I saw a program that was an alternative licensure program. So I went kind of like around to become a teacher. So I got my bachelor's degree first, and then I started taking teaching classes as I went. So then, as I completed the teaching courses, I also did my master's degree in biology. That way I'm higher qualified, basically. So through that, I finished my research project, and I took teaching courses. And as I went, I was like, okay, yeah, this is really what I want to do. I like this teaching way more than I like the microbiology. So what I would always say is my little petri dish of my bacteria, they don't care if I show up the next day, but you guys are just bigger germs that do care if I show up the next day. And so I'm from Belen. I went to school here in Belen my whole life. I graduated from Belen High School. And so I knew when I wanted to be a teacher that I wanted to come back to my home school.
So did you want to teach chemistry, or did you want to teach, like you said, I don't know, math?
So not math. That was not my goal, but it is fun. I actually do like it. I wanted to teach just science in general, and so the position that they had open was for chemistry. So the way science teachers works, it's kind of like how all the English teachers can teach anything, and they put them in whichever grade, right? So science teachers, we just get put where the classes need to be. But I could teach any science I wanted to, but they had a good physics teacher, they had a good bio teacher, they have Mr. Bolivar, but they needed another chemistry teacher, which is where I came to fill in the spot.
That's cool. I don't know why I say that, but
it is cool.
It's amazing, scientific. So coming back to the safety rules, is there some things you can't do, like dangerous chemicals or breaking stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. So you mean
Coming back to the safety rules, what was, is there something dangerous that you teachers can't do, like breaking stuff?
Yeah, so for us, what we absolutely can't do is just things that are gonna be like carcinogenic, things that give you cancer, things that are gonna like radiation, right? We're not going to do anything that crazy, and you don't need to at this level of chemistry. The only thing that we account for is like accidents, right? Like when I cut my finger, I broke glass and cut my finger. It's just kind of the nature of the job. I always equate like teaching chemistry to teaching wood shop. It's like there's just going to be accidents, and that's how it is. Yeah. So we try to avoid all those accidents best we can by putting in the safety procedures. But really the only like no-nos are super big explosives, super bad acids, stuff like that, really dangerous stuff we just don't want to work with in general because there's no need to risk that. Yeah.
And right now, do you have a class like that they learn about chemistry?
Yes, so we have all of the general chemistries. They're learning kind of like a base level. The ones that I don't teach, that Mr. Bolivar teaches, are like the AP and the higher level chemistry, where they do more intense lab stuff. Yeah.
So right now, is it Mr. Bolivar that's teaching, or is it you, Ms. Brown?
So the way that that works is it's pretty cool. We are hoping that this can be a model for new teachers in general. Since this is my first year, I'm co-teaching with Mr. Bolivar. So it's not like I'm an assistant, I'm not an EA, I am just a teacher with him. And so what we can do, this class period right now is a combined class. So I have my 20 kids, he has his 20 kids, and we take turns teaching.
So right now it's a combined class.
Yes, right now is a combined class.
So are they learning about chemistry like right now? Like,
Yes, so they're learning about nuclear chemistry right now, and so Bolivar's the one that's introducing the topic. Since I haven't taught it before, he's the one that's talking about it right now, and then I'll come and fill in the gaps afterwards. So we kind of take turns.
So it's double teachings.
Yes,
right?
exactly. So then that's the good thing. I get to see how he teaches it, and my kids get 2 teachers. So they can kind of pick, well, I want Mr. Bolivar to explain it to me, or I like the way Ms. Brown explains this. So it gives them an option for people to talk to as well.
And is that the only class you have that you both teach?
So we have 3 combined. So this one, yeah, I think we have 3 combined. And then I teach 4 that by myself.
4 of them?
Yeah.
Oh, and what about, what do you like teaching higher chemistry levels?
Yeah, I would like to eventually. That's kind of the plan for next year is I hope I can teach AP just so I can get an idea of what the different levels are like because I haven't had practice teaching to the higher level of thinking and the higher level of like really pushing the kids. Yeah.
That's awesome. So, Miss Brown, and she teaches sophomores 10th grade, right? And she is my teacher. I am a sophomore, 10th grade. And we do basically learn everything that she teaches us.
Yeah, I try.
There's nothing bad. There's labs that we do work with, dangerous stuff, chemicals.
Do you remember the one really bad thing we worked with?
Was it the one that went, which one was it?
It's called phenolphthalein, but do you remember what it does? It'll send you where?
Oh, to the hospital.
And it'll send your friend where?
The hospital.
Jail.
Oh, yeah. If your friend gives you it, he will go to jail because it's a very bad toxic.
Laxative. Which is really bad.
Laxative is, what's a laxative?
It'll give you such bad diarrhea you have to go to the hospital. That's what it does. Yeah, so we don't play with that one.
So laxative is dangerous for the human body, but...
Yeah, so we don't drink that one. Well, we don't drink anything.
So, if you don't mind, would you like us going in your classroom to ask your students some questions?
Sure, I think so. We have time.
So...
We have
we just
5
ask
minutes.
them, a couple questions that what did they learn with you and Mr. Bolivar?
Perfect. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
Okay, so this is my student Alicia. We're gonna ask you, what is your favorite thing you've learned in chemistry so far? Favorite topic or favorite lab you've ever done?
Okay. Favorite lab is probably the qual lab from the dual credit chem class because that was very fun, and I love all the colors it made. The smells were terrible though.
Horrible
smells. Terrible smells. What's the other question?
What's your favorite topic in all of chemistry?
Well, it's not really a topic, but I really like stoichionometry.
Okay.
Just like the whole method and the whole math part, I really like it. Probably one of my favorite things to do.
Cool. Yeah, that makes me very happy because teaching the math is always the hardest part. So it's good when kids actually like doing the math part. Anything else about chemistry?
I hate percentage errors.
That's fair.
I hate them. I'm always in the thousands. I don't understand. It's not supposed to be bigger than point.
Right.
It's supposed to be in the
You can't have a percent that's higher than 100.
Yeah, and I'm far higher in every percentage error, and it pisses me off because I don't even know what I'm doing wrong. I don't
Me too.
know.
It's okay. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Alicia. Okay, so this is Rose, another one of my students. So Rose, what was your favorite lab we've done in chemistry, or favorite topic we've covered?
My favorite was probably our acids and bases lab where we got to turn water pink water.
Yeah, we got to turn the clear liquid into a rainbow of all of the things. Or do you mean the titration, where you turn the titration? Yeah. So you would turn all the flasks pink. That was your favorite?
Yeah.
Because of the pink?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Cool. Thank you, Rose. Okay, so this is Miguel and Aiden. What were your guys' favorite things we did in chemistry? Favorite lab, favorite topic?
The lab, I'd have to say those ring thingies, forgot what they're called.
Oh, when they made like the food and stuff, like
Yeah.
for mole day.
Oh, for mole day.
Yeah, probably for mole day.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that
What
one.
is the mole? They're gonna cheat.
6.02x1023.
There you go. Good job. Thank you guys. Good job.
Okay, show them the mole, Miss Brown.
That's the mole. The mole is a unit of measurement in chemistry. Wow. Okay. Isn't it beautiful?
This was Miss Brown. Thank you, Miss Brown, for being in my amazing podcast.
Wow, thank you. It was an honor. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching, and like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.